Stop motion. Stop motion can be a very time-consuming thing that sometimes we don't know how to approach. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to approach stop motion. But before we even start filming, you got to do a lot of different things. So in this 9-minute video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to set build, how to put your lights up, what to do before, get a tripod, and so much more. So if you guys are interested in any of that, and I know you are because even if you know all this,
I'm too old
you need
for
to know
this
this before you
shit.
start animating. If you've never animated,
Die
total 1,000 views. This is why. These are the things that you really gotta like put it your mind into and think about before you start. You don't have these sort of things that we're going today. There's not much so this is gonna be a series. Today's gonna be before. This episode's gonna be how to start, and then after it's gonna be editing and so forth. Like after that. So in today's video, let's get right into set building first. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Okay, so when it comes to sets, this is not a set. This is just a table, a backdrop, and this is what we're working with right now. But to have a good stop motion, a good quality stop motion that people would want to watch, you need to make a set. And it can be as simple as this Christmas special thing that I'm doing right here, from like just a couple boxes in the back and just characters, or it can be to an extent of this, like this base set for episode 6 actually, for Bludgeon and Optimus Prime fighting. But either way, they're still sets, and either way, they can look interesting, and they can look dynamic, and they have cool shots, wide shots, overhead shots. But to do this, you need to have materials to work with, and that's not the biggest thing. The big main thing right now, the first thing that's going to make a set look anything, even if you were just to use a table and this simple wall as your whole set, which is not a good set, but you could, is if you have good lighting. And as you can see here, this whole thing is nice lights. It's not fully lit, but it looks pretty good because it has the big bright light shining over it. But your main thing you need to know is you need lights. So I have these lights that I bought off Amazon for about $40 Canadian, so even less than the US. And watch what it's gonna happen when I take these and I put them on. Look how much more interesting this set looks. It's lit up. It's not shadowy. It's not whatever, right? So having lights is one of the must-haves in this set, like this beginner, before you even film. I know you might think this is worthless. I know this stuff, but you don't. I used to think that before I start filming, but then I had to go back and rewatch these videos because this is important stuff. Even before you film, I know you want to just get in there and film, but this is more important. So next, you need to find something that you can build a set with, whether that is these things that you can get from the Dollarama for $1 each, or grass or trees that you could get for a more advanced price. I'm going to show you an example with these plates here and what you can do with them for what I've done in the past, as you would see in the Lost Autobots. So right here we start with a base layer of the arc, and this is legit just one of those things, but in orange, and with little squares. You just draw little squares with a ruler, make them nice and straight, and it looks like a floor. So that's just that one part. Next, you need some kind of backdrop. So in this case, I have just a simple, another one of these, but with a window cutout, where I just drew it with a ruler, cut it out, and put it in the back. And that's how the arc set looks. You can just leave it like this, and it would look great. It would look fine. You have the good lighting, you have the good set. But you can even take it farther and add like different prop. And there you go. And you might be like, oh, I can't do that. That's so much advanced. It's really not. So basically, how I made this is I took garbage boxes that come out with garbage bags in them, emptied the garbage bags out, took Transformer boxes that you got from your lovely collection of Transformers if you're doing Transformer stop motion, which this is super messy, I'm sorry, and you cut them out. Basically, for example, if I had this box, I cut a little bit of it out, made it like that shape, and then I just put a couple of these sheets, took me like probably 4, and just wrapped them in that. Drew little controls, not perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect because it's a stop motion. That's your goal, and this is not to be perfect, not to be super realistic, unless you're doing a set like that, but to have the attributes of an actual Transformer like animation, like they did it in the show. So having like Ultra Magnus stand right here, it looks realistic. It looks like it could have in the actual TV show, and especially like this, it looks kind of cool. And that's the whole point, is just to make it look cool, make it look engaging, make it like something that you would watch yourself. And that's the principle of set design. Now that you have your set design and you have your characters on, you're ready to film, well, how are you going to do this? Well, my biggest thing is you need a tripod. And you've watched Lazy Eyebrow, a lot of other people who have made these videos saying you could use Lego, you could use something else, but I'm just going to tell you straight here and there. You ask me, you ask any stop motion creator like Zack Attack Productions, how easy it is to use a Lego tripod. It is terrible. It falls over, you're not going to get any clean animation unless you're doing something that's not clean animation. So, I'm going to tell you right now, you need to do an animation, a tripod. It can be as simple as this blue one I got for $4 at the dollar store, or even as simple as this for different type of shots where I also got for like $5 at the dollar store. Or it could be even more advanced to be like this one where I was just filming on right now. And with this one, the black one right there, it even comes with this button where you Bluetooth your phone and just take a picture with the button, not having to touch your phone, not screwing it up, which we'll be talking in the next a little bit other part of this video. But tripods are necessary because this one you get a low view, this one you get a medium view, this one you get the high view. All of them are very necessary because putting tripods on boxes, putting Lego tripods on boxes or different things to help you elevate your stop motion, help you animate like turning and stuff, it's a nightmare, and it's just so much worth the $4 that you could buy. You can't even buy a transformer for $4. So like, come on, buy a tripod. So now that we have the set design, the character we're going to film with, the tripod that we're going to use, what's next, you might ask? Okay, now it is the plan phase where you're going to take a piece of paper and a pen and you're going to draw out what you're going to do with your animation. I'm not going to do it right now because it takes too long, but you really want to do this part. I lack of this part. I don't like to do this. I hate storyboarding because I'm not good at drawing. And just because you're not good at drawing doesn't mean you can't do this. You can draw a head, you can draw a stick figure. You can gonna be like, he's gonna move into like a punching position. I know this is terrible, but then he's gonna fight a character, and then he's gonna transform into like a truck. I don't know what I'm drawing, but you get what I mean. And then he's gonna drive, and he's gonna stop. You need to plan this out scene by scene. So draw maybe boxes, just to figure out what that's gonna look like in those scenes, because if you don't know what you're gonna film, then it's hard to film because you don't know what to film. So I know that was a little bit of tongue twister, but you need to do this step, because if you don't do this step, you're missing out on a very important part of animation, and it's gonna really screw up your animation quality, because you being able to plan out what's gonna happen, you need to be able to do that, because if you don't, then you're gonna be ultimately screwed in the end. And our final thing, after planning out storyboarding what your fight wants to be, this could arguably be the first thing you do before storyboarding, but you need to write a script. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but before I do show you that, I want to tell you guys about the Transformers: The Lost Autobots. It is a series where I am making my own characters, my own series about these characters as we all know and love, and it's just about their journey in my eyes and how I would like to see it on the big screen, but I can do it on the small screen. So please go check that out, and it'll be in the link description, and if you can't find it there, just go and it'll be on one of the first videos that pop up on my channel. So yeah, thanks for go watching that. Now on to script writing.
So yeah, now we're on the script writing. So basically script writing, you're going to be opening a Google Docs or a Word document, and you're going to be writing a script. For you guys that don't know, episode 1 was actually split into 3 episodes. I'm not gonna lie, it's supposed to be a 30-minute episode, but they're gonna put it in 3 10-minute episodes. But yeah, so basically you're gonna put a title, episode 1. This is your new start, and you don't have to do a full-on story like a 10-minute or a 30-minute story like I did. Like if you look here, it says over 44 pages long. Yes, is that long? Yes, but it was over a long period of time, so you want to put some work into this. Make sure it hits right. Make sure comedy hits right. If you're just making it like a 5-minute stop motion or a 2-minute stop motion and you have a couple words, still write it down. Make a script before you plan, because overall you need to have this plan, because if you don't have a plan, then you really don't know what you're doing when you're filming. You're just kind of guessing, and guessing sometimes is okay, especially when you're doing like a challenge or something, but most of the time it's not good, because you need to know what you want to be doing, especially if you're going to be posting it to the world and want it to be well received. Because if it's bad dialogue and just made up dialogue like I did for Fall the Matrix, then it's not well received, or it will be well received, but you won't be proud of it later on in your work. But yeah, this is basically all you need to know for before you start animating. This is going to be a series, by the way, of how to make stop motion. So basically this is episode 1. Just before you start animating, you have to do these things or you just won't succeed in your animation. I'm here to make your first animation or your last animation or your middle animation the best as it can be after watching these videos. So this is episode 1 of the basics of making stop motion. I'll be using Transformers for example, but you can use Lego, clay, whatever you want, because anything you can use for stop motion, even yourself, which is kind of weird, kind of hard too. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. We're so close to 1.5k. I would love to hit it by February. And yeah, make sure you go check out the Lost Autobots because it's kind of cool. I kind of like it. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.